Hey guys, this is a video about how to use a VPN to play different video games around the world. You can see my desktop here, and what I'm going to tell you here is you can play games that are made for different servers. You can get around some of the restrictions that are really just basically location geography based, and play games, enjoy gaming content, or play with your friends at a different server. And so that's really what you can do is go play the game with a different server. You can see I've got some games up here. This is a Wild Rift here that's not available at my destination now, but we can go see if we like it and kind of get ready for it. And so some of these other ones, Free Fire Max down here. And so what I'm going to share with you here is a little bit about how you do that. So it starts with getting a VPN. You need to get a VPN. There's lots of free VPN services out there. You can get a free VPN. I've got Surfshark is the one I use, and so Surfshark loads. And how it works is you just pick a country that you want to have your internet show that you're from. So if I pick Philippines or Singapore, then it'll give me an IP address in that country. So that'll be the location that is assigned to my IP. And so it's essentially changing your IP address to a different region. So your IP address will appear there. This is great for privacy, for lots of other reasons. But for me, when I want to play in a different region, so if I want to go into the Indian region and set up an Indian account, I pick India, Mumbai, and then it will show my IP as an Indian account. So there's some things you have to do after that, because once you do that, you go into one of these servers, but then you have to get a Gmail account. So how that works for me is you open up Gmail and you issue yourself a new Gmail account. So let me show you here. Right now it's showing me, okay. So there's some Gmail account here. We'll delete the information. We'll log out, sign out of all accounts. All right. So now that I'm on Gmail, I want to use another account, and we'll set this up. Okay. So we'll set this up as create account for myself, and then you create the Gmail account. So you put all your information in, you create the Gmail account. You do it while you're on this server. So you have to be on this server. So right now I'm showing as I'm in India, Mumbai, and usually once I do, if I go to like Yahoo, it'll begin to start showing me foreign press news, and I can show you as I disconnect this here. Let's go to the Philippines. Usually after a few minutes it'll start showing these in different languages, and that's kind of what you have to do. You can also clear out your information for the store, so that you do that. But now I'm on a Philippines server. I can start a Philippines account, and I could be in a Philippines server. Now in a game I play, Free Fire, you don't necessarily have that, so I would be in one of the major servers like a Singapore server. So I could log into Singapore. Now my IP address says I'm connected to Singapore down below here. And so I am literally logged into Singapore as an IP address. And then I get my Gmail account when I'm logged into the Singapore server. I get a Gmail account so that it attaches that Gmail account to that location IP. And once I do that, then I can go into Free Fire or any other game. I use BlueStacks right here. This is MSI Player. I'm just beginning to try it. And then you log into the game. But when you log into the game, you log in with that Gmail. And when you log in with that Gmail, it will establish an account. It will establish an account in that region. So let me show you here. So I would log myself out, and then I would log myself. I'll go ahead and do it here. I will hit more, sign in with Google, and then I would sign in with that Gmail. So obviously I already have a few accounts, so it's already will kind of auto sign in those things for me. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it the simple way. It works the same way on your phone. You can actually get a free VPN through the Google Play Store. I can show you this here on the Google Play Store. I did this the other day on the store to get one because I was having a little bit of a problem with the VPN, because different VPNs have different locations, and I needed a VPN that had the locations. But you can search in the Google Play Store, which would this be like your phone, and then you could get a free VPN here. So there's a lot of free VPN options that are out there. VPN free are some of the ones, Ultimate VPN. So you guys can use use one of these to get you what you need. I've used Proton VPN before, and it's virtual proxy. You do not need the VPN to play the game. So you just need the VPN to get the account. Once you get the account and put into a region, then you will go from there. So that's kind of how it works. I can show you another account that I've done through like LD Player, where I'm already currently logged into a different server that I got a VPN. And once you'll know it's successful when you log into the game with that Gmail in a different region, because for me here, those are some of the things that you can see when you go into it. Let me pull it up here for you. You'll see it takes a little bit of time. And so we are going to log in here and show you how this works. It'll load up. You'll pick your server Gmail. Of course, it's going to load now because it's the way it is. And then but you can do this in like Europe. You just have to know like what countries are in Europe. You have to know what countries are in, South America, Brazil, wherever you want to play. You need to know. I did have one glitch one time, and that glitch was as I try to load this here, this new update. The glitch was we tried to set it up in Brazil, and we ended up with a Europe account. I really don't understand how that happened, but that's what happened for us. And so if you have that happen, just know that ultimately, you know, this is one here. You can see 1944Q, and then that's in Arabic says Mr. Brown. I'm going to log in, and this is an account that is a Gmail account that we did through a Gmail account. And so you can see here that the region here, when we click here, the region is Middle East. And so this process does work. You can get an account in every region, and you just need to take the time to set up the Gmail first. There is a secondary way I can show you. So if you want to see way 2, the secondary way is very similar. You get the email, because what will happen is eventually you'll get limited, I think, to the number of Gmail. Like Gmail only lets you set up so many emails, so maybe it's like 4 or something. And so what you can do is you log out here, you can then go to VK, and you can open up a VK account. So if you go to like VK, which is like in Facebook, I think it's Russia's Facebook, vk.com. Oh, you can actually open up a VK account. Welcome VK. Here we go. You can open a VK account using that Gmail password, and then open a VK account and it will lock that VK account to the region of the Gmail email, and then you can use the VK account like a Facebook to log in the same way. So you can do that as well, and that's a different way to log in. So those are some things that you can do as a workaround. I also can show you in the apps how the important thing about being in the apps is once you're in the app, you want to clear the store and the settings. And so when you try to set up a new account for the first time, you can go to your apps. You can go down to your Google Play Store, and then you can go into this and storage and clear the data before. And then when you need to make sure you're on the VPN. But if you do all this before I log on the VPN, so what I would do is I would be logged into my regular. For me, I'm in North America, so I'd be in North America, a server in the US. I would be logged in that. I would clear out my Google Play Store like I showed you, and then I would go open my VPN, and then I would go and get my new Gmail. But I would already exited. Make sure you're exit out of your Gmail before you do this. So basically, end everything, shut off everything, exit Gmail, clear the cache in your app, whatever emulator you're using, and then you go in, open the VPN, and then you go in and open the app, and then Gmail, get your new Gmail, and then go ahead and go into the game, which it should then give you the Google Play Store for that region. Which, if it's a region-specific store, such as the Singapore server, then you can download some of those things. So when you're doing this, make sure you're just taking those steps. Again, go to the Android settings, the apps, go down to the Google Play Store, and you can clear that data in storage if you need to, which sometimes that'll allow you to download something you maybe haven't been able to download before. And so those are some important things that you need to be aware of. And and doing this and using this, but this has been a great way that I've been able to play with fans all over the globe and be able to have some great games. And yeah, I'm using noob skins in every one of them, but it's okay. I'm having a blast, and it's just a way to really connect with people all across the globe. So I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you figure out how to use a VPN and make great content. As also enjoy your favorite